Mr. Speaker, the U.S. election has cast a dark shadow for many across North America. Donald Trump ran a campaign based on hate and blame and misogyny and xenophobia. He's threatened the forcible deportation of millions and has mused about a national registry for Muslims. In Canada, we aren't immune because we've seen a rise in hate attacks against synagogues and mosques. Just last week, I spoke to a number of people in the Muslim community, and there is a deep worry that these forces of division will drive deeper wedges within our national fabric. But they also told me that they're hopeful because in difficult times, you see what people are made of, and Canadians will rise above the politics of fear and division and paranoia, just as I know many of our American cousins will rise to the better angels of their nature. So how do we do this? It's about getting active in our community. It's about standing up. It's about speaking out. It's about telling our neighbours that we've got their back. On in Parliament today. It's Thursday afternoon, and it's the time of the month when the Conservatives have to release the pressure valve. Let all the backbench off the chain. Let them run around, howl at the moon, pound their chests, light the big bonfire, and throw red meat to their base. So today, if you're watching, we are now back in the Cold War. Now, the Cold War is a place that Conservatives love to be. So folks back home that I represent, well, they would probably want to talk about the pension crisis. That would be a good debate here. The fact that many families that I represent don't have doctors. Now, a lot of that's provincial, but with the health accord and the transfers, that would be a debate we could have here. There are people who are deeply concerned about the brutal bombing in Aleppo. What role could Canada play? That would be a matter for debate in the House. But the debate today is the Conservatives figure they got a gotcha moment on the Prime Minister, and so they will have a special debate to refight the Cold War in order to try and embarrass the Prime Minister of this country. It's not my job to get up here and defend the Prime Minister on any given day, although people on the other side would probably know I'm always more than fair and more than reasonable and more than willing to bend myself into pretzels to actually understand some of the inane comments I've heard. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over his comments on Mr. Castro. I was actually just thinking, as we listened to them invoking Marco Rubio, of all people, that we should be outraged. There's more and more people who are starting to find that life is getting just a little too precarious. Lack of pensions, rising student debt, perpetual life on contract work, and it's rural and urban. It's working and middle class. It's millennials and boomers. I didn't come this far to let a political arsonist like Donald Trump or his mini-me wannabe Canadian imitators pretend that they somehow speak for the people who are being left off the political map. Because the politics of community will beat the politics of fear any day.